Next pitch stays high for ball. Try to get Guy to chase on that pitch, but 2-2 pitch from Evil Sizer. Big breaking ball. Foul tipped into the glove. That'll be a strikeout.
Yeah, there's that great curveball. Really good movement on it.
Baseman number 33, Todd Abraham.
With an 0-2 count, Guy was probably expecting it and still couldn't do anything with it.
Here's Todd Abraham stepping up to the plate. Number 3 batter for the Royals. First pitch is outside for a ball. Next pitch from Evil Sizer is high, ball 2. It's very hot out today. Cannot imagine being on the field right now in long pants.
Luckily, it's going to get better, but yeah, these first innings are going to be a grind.
There's that big curveball in for a strike, 2-1. Umpire is very loud tonight, and I appreciate that. We won't be getting any counts mixed up. That pitch just a little inside. So Evil Sizer falls behind in this count, 3-1. There's that breaking ball. Full count.
Evil Sizer, always very aggressive. Very few walks in his outings usually.
And that ball is hit into center field. That'll be a single for Todd Abraham.
That was something we saw last game with Pacheco on the mound. Rebels southpaw. He was very aggressive, threw a lot of strikes, but once the hitters got comfortable, they were able to pounce all over him.
First pitch is outside to Parker Frey for a ball. 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike. Nice pitch there by Evil Sizer.
Frey's in the middle of the lineup for Winchester for a reason. 9 RBIs already this summer.
That pitch fouled back off the bat, 1-2. That pitch called a ball, 2-2.
With the heat, we can see those curveballs really miss big sometimes.
Full count now on Parker Frey. Royals might be getting something cooking here early on in this game.
Frey is looking to be aggressive here.
And that ball is hit out into center field, drops in between Logan Kelly and Mike Dobkowski. That'll be an RBI double, stand-up double there for Parker Frey. Scores Todd Abraham. Royals pouncing early on in this game.
First baseman number 22, Nick Avignon.
Yeah, it was a good swing by Frey to send it to right center. Kelly got to it well, but when he tried to come up with it, had a bit of a bobble, which allowed the run to score. Abraham maybe could have scored anyway, but hard to tell.
It'll be a double and an E8 that ends up scoring Abraham. Just got that in from our official scorekeeper of the night. 0-2 count on Nick Avignano.
Yeah, unfortunate to give Kelly an error there, but he really took his time, even after the bobble, to get it in.
2 outs, runner on second, 0-2 pitch. That ball is hit out to Caleb Newcomer, who fields it for 3. For out number 3, girls get 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 1 runner left on base.
Once again, huge thank you to Skydive Shenandoah for
Do you wanna
bringing
go
that game
through it?
ball. If you don't need to jumping, they're about 3 miles out down from here. And they're down in the souvenir stand.
And we'll stay on the air in between innings here to give you the Rebels lineup.
Check out what
Caleb Newcomer, who you saw make that play at second base, is leading off. Batting second, center fielder Logan Kelly. Batting third, right fielder Mike Dubkowski. Batting fourth, first baseman Matt Murphy. Batting fifth, left fielder Blaine Waltzmeyer. In the DH spot, John Dubkowski. Brendan Peterson at shortstop, Jack Johnson at third base, and batting ninth, catcher Elian Olmos. As we mentioned, Cole Evilsizer was pitching for the Rebels in that top of the first inning. And for Winchester, this is Vincent Salvo from Townsend University.
Set the field for the Royals. From left to right, Jamie Padilla, Bodie Pullen, Connor Guy, and from third to first, John Emmendorfer, Easton Albert, Todd Abraham, and Nick Avignano. Vincent Salvo on the mound, Joey Agar behind the plate.
Salvo in just over 11 innings pitched, 2.38 ERA. Another very efficient arm the Rebels are seeing this summer. Saw some really good pitchers last night from Strasburg.
leading off for the Newmarket Rebels from Shippensburg University, taking baseman number 11, Caleb Newcomer.
Here's Caleb Newcomer. Lead off this game for the Rebels. Logan Kelly and Mike Dobkowski, as Mikey mentioned, will bat also here in the first. First pitch is outside for a ball on Newcomer. Next pitch also misses, so quickly a 2-0 count. Three balls, no strikes on Newcomer. Newcomer batted. Umpire just motioned 2-0. I believe. We'll see. That one's ball 4, actually. So, thought he said 2-0. I was going to say, we wouldn't be surprised after last night.
Yeah, had a few miscounts.
But a walk to Caleb Newcomer puts a Rebel on base early here in this game. Really crucial, especially getting behind here early after an error, 2 hits allowed so far. Here's Logan Kelly, shows bunt, pulls it back, but a called strike, 0-1.
And as our Rebels fans, I'm sure, are aware, not the greatest night last night. Lineup couldn't get any runs across, so good to see a leadoff base runner here.
Vincent Salvo having no trouble finding the strike zone against Logan Kelly after throwing 4 consecutive balls to Newcomer. Throwing 2 strikes to Kelly, and that's strike 3. Gets Kelly swinging for out number 1 in the bottom of the first.
Good bounce back. At bat by Salvo on the mound.
18, Mike Dobkowski.
Here's Mike Dobkowski batting third tonight. First pitch elevated, ball 1.
Dubkowski batting from the right side.
And that one is really strange play. He's going to be called out. Not even sure who ended up getting a hold of that. It was,
I believe it was the
Catcher.
catcher. It's Joey Agar for Winchester. Dubkowski took a kind of a weird route to first base.
Community College. First baseman number 6, Murphy.
Yeah, barely got a piece of that, but just a little bit.
Right, it was a chopper right in front of the plate. It was a tough one to beat out regardless.
That ball hit over the head of Todd Abraham at second base, drops in, and they're going to send Newcomer home. That'll be an RBI single for Matt Murphy. Scores Newcomer. Newcomer with a lot of speed around the bases. All it took was that bloop single into no man's land.
Exactly. We barely got settled. Murphy went first pitch hunting. As you mentioned, Newcomer with some great speed. He was on second base because Dubkowski's little dribbler acted kind of like a sacrifice bunt.
That breaking ball does not break way inside on Blaine Waltemeyer. 2 outs, Rebels tying the game up here early. Big swing and a miss on Waltemeyer, 1-1.
Like I said earlier, after the shutout last night, super encouraging to already get a run on the board.
Absolutely. Absolutely crucial to get the energy up in this game after last night. Breaking ball fouled straight back. You know what they say about fouling balls straight back.
What do they say?
Just missed it.
They just missed it.
Whew. Gosh, I started sweating. I thought you were going to finish it for me. 1-2 pitch. Hit right into the glove of the first baseman. They're going to call it fair. 3 unassisted. Not much you can do there. Rebels get 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors. 1 runner left on base.
Sorry to bother the first inning.
First pitch to Joey Agar is high for a ball. Joey Agar, Easton Albert, and John Emmendorfer will bat for the Royals. In the top of the second, that ball hit out into right field and might drop for a base hit. It does in front of Mike Dobkowski. That's a single.
Kind of similar to Matt Murphy's single last inning that drove in the Rebels' first run.
Around the shortstop, number 3.
Perfectly
Yeah, I think-
placed blooper out in right center.
I think that one was hit just a little bit further. I tell you that single by Matt Murphy was barely over the head of the second baseman. Just enough. It was perfect. Can't ask for much more in bloop singles. 1 out, or no outs, a runner on. First pitch to Easton Albert is called a ball. Called strike.
Last time we saw Evil Sizer pitched, he had a clean, I think, first 4 innings, and then the wheels started to come off. So a little adversity facing early for Evil Sizer could benefit him down the road.
Or not. 1-2 count on Easton Albert. 1-2 pitch. High. Easton Albert doesn't chase.
High chase fastball there from Cole. Gotta think he's gonna pair it up with a big curveball right here.
And there's a swing and a miss. Strike 3 for out number 1. 2 strikeouts on the night for Cole Evilsizer.
Nasty breaking ball. Albert didn't really have a chance. He had to swing. Not sure if it was a curveball or a slider. Again, hard to tell when we're behind home plate. Whatever it was really sharp.
That pitch hit out to Newcomer. He's going to turn 1. Be a fielder's choice. Getting Agar out at second. Immendorfer. 4-6 fielder's choice. For out number 2, here's Bodie Pullen, number 9 batter for the Royals.
Unfortunate for the Rebels defense that ground ball was as slow as it was. Newcomer had to charge up, made a good play to get at second. Peterson looked like had a little trouble getting it out of his glove.
2 outs, runner on first. Ball 1 to Pullen.
Peterson last night was starting at third base. The hot corner had a really good day defensively. Now getting to start at short.
Gave us a little twirl. I'll remember that the rest of the season. That ball hit hard out into right center. Mike Dobkowski calling for it. And he has it for the F9 and out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base for the Royals in the top of the second.
Summary of the top of the second. No run, 1 hit, no error, 1 runner left on base.
John Dobkowski hits one out too short. Bobbled by the shortstop barehand. That was kind of cool. Not sure how that's going to be scored.
That will be an error.
Yeah. I was going to say, but nice attempt at recovery from Albert.
Shortstop, number 7, Brett Peterson.
Right, I think if it was a little quicker and he played it off a little more casual, it would have been a top-tier Savannah Banana play.
That pitch way outside to Brennan Peterson, 1-0.
That's John Dobkowski getting on first base for the Rebels to start off the inning. Been one of the Rebels' hottest bats. He was DHing last night, DHing again tonight. So even when he's not catching, getting in the lineup.
2-1 count now on Peterson. Jack Johnson on deck. That ball hit out over to second base, tossed at shortstop, 4-6-3 double play. For out number 1 and 2. And that'll bring up Jack Johnson, 2 outs, bases empty now for the Rebels.
Number 8, Jack Johnson.
Winchester's middle infield combining there for a really nice play.
Yeah, almost the exact same play that we saw Newcomer try to hit earlier. Just missing it. 2 outs, swing and a miss.
In that play you referenced, I think the Rebels defense turns that play 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Peterson at short for the first time today. I think just getting comfortable.
That pitch is called a ball.
But we've mentioned time and time again how impressive Newcomer has been defensively. Finally earning some more at-bats and some more leeway to show what he can do at the plate. But his glove has been no doubt a bright spot this summer.
3 balls, 1 strike on Jack Johnson. And next pitch just misses. Rebels will get another base runner.
From Arizona, Western.
And here's the number 9 batter for the Rebels, Elian Olmos. Stumbling over my words there this evening. First pitch to Olmos, fouled off on the right side.
Almost usually in for his defensive prowess at the vital position of catcher, but been looking better at the plate.
Hold strike 0-2.
I was just about to compliment his pitch selection. Watch his strike 2 there, but that one looked a little outside. Tough to do anything with.
And swing and a miss for out number 3. No runs, no hits, 1 error, nobody left on base. 1 runner left on base, excuse me.
Sorry about the second inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error. 1 runner left on base. Leading off the Royals, left fielder number 4, Jamie Padilla.
Leading off for the Royals in the top of the 3rd will be the leadoff batters for the Royals, Jamie Padilla, Connor Guy, and Todd Abraham. First pitch from Evil Sizer to Padilla is outside for a ball.
Hannah, Jamie this summer, not only is he batting .338, 3 triples.
Sounds like a great leadoff guy to me. And he takes ball too.
Hey, 3 triples. A lot of major leaguers that don't have 3 triples that are pretty darn fast themselves.
Rio. 3 balls, no strikes. That one, Padilla thought that was a strike. Calls from the Royals dugout. Looked a little high, but umpire has a better view than I do. 3-1 pitch, and their first strike, 3-2.
Yeah, and that's a great front door slider, I think.
Cole Evilsizer's entering his villain arc after that no way from the Winchester dugout. Never mind. Ball 4. But a nice attempt there by Evilsizer after falling down 3-0. Went back to come full count. Padilla ends up taking that last pitch. Here's Connor Guy.
That last fastball looked to have a little extra juice on it from Evilsizer. Wonder if he just meant to throw it as hard as he could down the middle. Just let it loose a little high.
That one Evilsizer isn't able to keep down. Stays high for a ball. Looks like it might have slipped. Evilsizer had a bit of a reaction there.
Yeah, he went with the slide step on the mound. Got to watch Jamie on first base with the speed. See if Evilsizer goes slide step again. He does.
Outside for a ball, 2-0.
It's good to keep runners in check, but it's not good when you move the runners yourself by just walking more hitters.
3 balls, no strikes. Throw back. Padilla's in safely. Not too big of a lead out there. And that pitch is high for ball 4, so 2 consecutive walks.
Second baseman number 33, Todd Abraham.
Runners on first and second now for the Royals in the third. Here's Todd Abraham, a single and a run scored.
So usually first and second, nobody out. It's a good bunt situation. The Winchester batter purposefully was waiting outside the box for his coach to give a signal to the runners. So got to think some kind of play is on here, whether it's a bunt or a double steal.
No outs, 2 runners on. First pitch, called strike on the inside corner to Todd Abraham.
Now, Todd Abraham is the number 3 hitter for the Royals, so typically not a hitter you take the bat out of their hands in terms of making them bunt instead of swinging away.
Ball fouled off to the right, so quickly 0-2 on Todd Abraham. Perfect opportunity here for a triple play. 0-2's fouled off, and it still holds. One thing I've never broadcasted at my day. Really? How long ago? Ugh. 1 or 2 years before my era started. 0-2 pitch from Cole Evilsizer. Breaking ball. Called a ball.
Evilsizer continuing to be aggressive. Really good slider there on 0-2. Not sure how Abraham didn't chase there. Really great take.
I would have been nervous if I were Abraham taking that. 1-2 is hit under the glove of third baseman Jack Johnson, and a run is going to try and come in on it. Jamie Padilla is going to score. Connor Guy is going to move over to second. That'll be a single
Number 27.
for Todd Abraham. Tough play for Jack Johnson, just under his glove.
Todd Abraham, that great 0-2 take on the slider, set up that pitch. Got enough of the zone he was able to do something with, shoot it out to left field.
Called strike on Parker Frey, who had a double in the first inning. Winchester jumps out to a 2-1 lead here in the top of the third. Still no outs. We're on the same wavelength. That ball fouled off to the right, 0-2 count.
Definitely was going to point that out because it would be nice to get a double play here or a triple play, obviously. But you just want to get one out here.
I will be rooting for the triple play forever. Till the day I see one. Oh, 2 from Evil Sizers, high for a ball. Checking the runner back over at first, that's Todd Abraham.
Winchester has a really good lineup, and especially when you're in the middle of the lineup like you are here for Evil Sizer, you want to look for those opportunities to get extra outs on the bases. I think a back pick here would be something you want to explore if you're almost behind the plate.
Next pitch, there's that breaking ball. Fouled off.
Evil Sizer again in a 2-strike count.
Next pitch. Fouled back. Ball rolling right back to Evil Sizer. Or backstop.
Good 2-strike approach by Frey there. It's a swing you see only with 2 strikes, really.
One, 2. Breaking ball stays high. 2-2. Evil Sizer having a little bit of trouble getting those curveballs down.
Yeah, you can tell by his motion right after he threw it. You know he missed it. Knows he has to stay on top of it more.
Fouled directly back. Mikey flinched with his hands.
Pitch count really rising here this inning for Evil Sizer.
Don't know if you have it pulled up, but I'm curious. So I'll pull it up. That pitch way inside. It'll be a full count now on Parker Frey. Evil Sizer up 53 pitches. 54, actually. That was his 54th there.
And he's on short rest. So I think Coach Shepard might be looking to get the bullpen ready early.
That ball hit in the gap. And they're going to hold the runner at third. That'll be a single for Parker Frey, his second hit of the night. Puts Connor Guy on third, Abraham on second. And pitching coach going out to talk to Evil Sizer. Bases loaded, no outs here.
Evil Sizer still looks pretty good, all things considered. Running into some bad luck this inning, you had that single to the third baseman, Jack Johnson, just went under his glove. The single there, right between the first baseman, second baseman. By the looks of it, I thought Murphy could have tried to make a play on it. But nevertheless, just a lot of weak contact from Evil Sizer, and those 2 walks to start the inning, those are always a recipe for disaster. Very unlike him to lose that much control to start an inning.
First baseman number 22.
Here's Nick Avignano with bases loaded, no outs in the top of the third. Winchester already plated 1-0-1.
Avignano, 2 home runs on the season. Leads his team.
Just misses for a ball.
And it feels like when Cole is in the zone, Winchester bats are ready. They're fouling off pitches. They're putting first strikes in play.
Ball fouled back 1-2. There is action in the Rebels bullpen.
Just seems like every strike they're swinging at, they're making contact with. Whether it's a foul ball or whether it's in play.
1-2 in the dirt. Almost did a good job keeping that in front of him, making sure nobody was running there. So a 2-2 count on Nick Avignano. Joey Agar waiting on deck. Still an opportunity for a triple play. All I'm saying. I like that. A 1-2-6-3 moment, as Andrew mentioned. I like that. Full count. And that's a called strike 3, so Evil Sizer gets an out there. Nick Avignano looking.
Really great pitch by Evil Sizer there, right on the inside corner.
Catcher number 7, Joey Agar.
Here's Joey Agar, a single in the second. That ball's fouled off.
Says a lot from Cole that he's still this willing to go back to his fastball with how good his breaking ball pitches are, and with how much his fastball's been getting hit. It takes a lot to keep going to it.
That ball stays high.
Went to it there. I thought that was a strike. Guess he missed high.
I don't feel confident calling any balls or strikes tonight with the strike zone. Lots of movement on that pitch. Fouled off. 1-2.
It's so important to stick with your fastball, even if you feel like it's getting hit around a lot, because it just sets up those breaking ball pitches even more.
And there's a breaking ball hit into center field. Drops down. It'll score 1 run. Winchester will be playing some small ball. That'll be an RBI single for Joey Agar. Scores Connor Guy. Todd Abraham heading to third. Parker Frey going over to second. And here is Easton Albert. Winchester with a 3-1 lead now. So 1 out, that ball skied into right field. Mike Dobkowski running for it, and he misses it. Tough play for Dobkowski. That'll be a single for Easton Albert. So Todd Abraham coming in, Parker Frey at third, Joey Agar on second, Easton Albert now on first, and we'll have a pitching change. So we will let you guys know ASAP who's coming in. Colin Porter in the pitch for the Rebels. First pitch was called a ball on John Emmendorfer. Bases still loaded. Royals already plated 3 here, just 1 out. And that one doesn't hit anybody. Just a wild pitch that'll score Parker Frey. I thought it scraped the back of Emmendorfer, but apparently that was just a weird noise. It'll be 2-0 on Emmendorfer. Everybody will advance.
Pitch completely missed him. Backstop here at Rebel Park, a little unpredictable. So almost received the kick. Close to home plate, but couldn't finish the play.
Next pitch fouled off, 2-1.
Emmendorfer batting .290 so far this summer. Colin Porter last appearance 4 days ago against the Lumberjacks. Pitched pretty well at 2.2 innings, 1 run.
Three balls, 1 strikes. 1 strike. It's been a long day. 3-1 pitch. Ugh, fouled. Looked like it hit almost. Could not have felt pleasant.
I think that one hit the umpire. Almost going to walk that ball out to Porter. Give the umpire some time for the ringing in his ears to stop.
All of the above, I don't think I'd like that.
The birds are starting to fly away, though. The cartoon birds around the umpire's head. I mean,
Oh, okay. Full count. I saw a bird fly away, so I was like, what a strange thing to note. Full count pitch is hit into center field, drops down for a base hit. At least 1 run will come in, and they're going to stop it there. That's an RBI single for Emmendorfer. Joey Agar scores. Easton Albert over at third now. Royals with a 6-1 lead here. And here's Bodie Pullen. They've officially batted around.
this inning has kind of been similar to a death by 1,000 stab wounds. Just been one base, walk, single, single.
Are you a Swiftie?
Partly.
Called strike on Bodie Pullen. Could have made a death by 1,000 cuts joke. Mikey's girlfriend, I don't know if you're listening, and I don't know if you're a Swiftie, but you need to get on him for that. Death by 1,000 cuts. I actually don't know it. I'm not really a Swiftie. I just know it. Ball 1-1.
Well, I think Taylor Swift in that song is referencing something else. I think the Death by 1,000 Cuts is original IP from somewhere else, but I don't really know, to be sure.
Same thing. The same theory. That ball hit in the glove of Jack Johnson. Nice job getting a stop over there, but the throw goes over the head of Matt Murphy. Patiently waiting for what is going to be scored there, but everybody's safe.
That is definitely going to be an E5, I believe. Great play by Johnson to stop it there, but when the error comes via throw and the runners take more bases due to that error throw.
Number 4, Jamie. Yeah.
Put scorekeeping in a tough spot.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't make anybody happy. So, Jamie Padilla led off this inning with a walk, called strike on Padilla. A 1 pitch inside for a ball on Padilla. 1-1. That one's outside, 2-1 on Padilla.
Just been singles and walks, as we've mentioned, besides that error.
Padilla evens up the count. Runners on second and third. It's Immendorfer on third, Pullen on second. Two-two pitch. Misses for a ball. Full count. Padilla very patient at the plate today. Payoff pitch. Fouled back. I do agree with what you were saying earlier, Mikey. You were saying it in regards to Evil Sizer, but I feel like it's with Porter as well. Every strike being thrown, the Royals have been able to get a piece of, even if it wasn't fair. Most of them, actually, haven't been fair. But it wasn't just something we saw with Evil Sizer. We're seeing it with Porter now.
Even these last few pitches, I mean, those fastballs are at his neck, and he's just going out there hacking at the plate.
Payoff pitch. No fear in Padilla's eyes.
I mean, there's no mental game going on. They're just going up there clear-minded and swinging away, and it's working for them.
I was going to say, if it's working, it's working. Can't criticize them when they're getting 6 runs on the board here in the top of the third, and that one's hit hard out into left field. Blaine Waltemeyer's going back and will catch it at the warning track. It'll be a sacrifice fly for Padilla. Waltemeyer doing a nice job tracking that one down for out number 2. Immendorfer gonna score. And Poulin over to third now.
Even with that hit, even though it resulted in and out, I mean, that was a breaking ball, a slider that he was able to stay back on. It looked like he knew it was coming. I don't know if it's pitch deception that's just lacking for the Rebels pitching staff, but something is up.
And that ball's hit right into the gap between second base and first base. Another run will come in. That'll just be an RBI single for Connor Guy. The Royals have put 8 on the board here in the top of the third. Todd Abraham stepping up to the plate, cracking his neck. He's ready.
Second baseman of 33.
Well, when it rains, it pours, and it is pouring hard here in the top of the third inning.
It's too early to bring the singing out. Oh, Lord, when it rains, it pours.
Abraham, 12 games so far this summer. Oh, no, sorry, that is Guy. Guy, who is on first base. 15 games this summer, 21 walks. So he is just an on-base machine.
Stolen base. For Connor Guy. How many stolen bases is that for him? 10.
That is 10 stolen bases. Wow.
Don't want to let that guy get it. That guy get on base. 1-1. Hit into the gap. Not much you can do there. That's another single for Todd Abraham. His third hit of the night. All 3 been singles. Personally, if I'm him, I'm mad. 3 singles.
Well,
No, I'm just kidding.
Hannah, there are 10 hits so far today. 9 of them have been singles.
Okay.
The other one a double. One extra base hit was by Frey in the first inning.
Right.
You almost wish
Yeah.
Winchester can mix in some more extra base hits just to
Speed
make
it
the
up.
letdown a little easier.
2 outs. Big swing and a miss. This is Parker Frey. He's halfway to the cycle tonight. I just guaranteed him getting out because of the broadcaster's jinx. Runner goes. That ball fouled back. One ball, 2 strikes.
Good 0-2 pitch by Porter. Frey able to hold up, check his swing. Their pitch selection tonight, that's been the result of all their success. Swinging at the right pitches, laying off balls.
Runner goes. And that ball gets into center field.
And that was a good throw by almost down to second base, but Peterson couldn't come up with that one at second.
Stolen base and an E2. Scores Winchester's 10th run of the night, 9th of the inning. And I believe it's a 2-2 count now on Parker Frey. Umpire just motioned.
It is
Winchester.
2-2.
All right, perfect. Ball fouled off to the left, so just a runner on third is Todd Abraham. Parker Frey at the plate. That ball hit over to second base Caleb Newcomer, and throw has Matt Murphy off the base, but he has it 4-3 for out number 3. 9 runs scored in the top of the third. 7 hits, 3 errors, 1 runner left on base.
Newcomer.
Caleb Newcomer leading off for the Rebels. Top of this Rebels lineup. Kind of a start over opportunity. 1-0 on Newcomer. I believe that's still Vincent Salvo out. And 1-1. Big swing and a miss on Newcomer.
When you're the Rebels lineup down this big, this early, it can be easy to try to rush the comeback. Keep chasing pitches, really try to hit your way out of the deficit. But you really just want to keep taking every at-bat one at a time.
Exactly. Still a lot of baseball left to be played. That ball hit into shallow right field and caught out there by Connor Guy. For out number 1, there's Logan Kelly.
In that situation, will execute high and outside pitch.
Center fielder number 15.
Newcomer had a decent approach to drive it out to right field, but in a 2-1 count, it looked like too good of a pitch to really do too much damage with.
Oh, 1.
I like the idea by Kelly there. Maybe surprise the defense. Again, the goal is to just get runners on base. So if a bunt is your most confident way, you can do that. By all means.
Have at it. A 1 pitch. Stays outside for a ball. It'll be 1-1 now on Logan Kelly. Salvo delivers. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
We'll see if Kelly's 2-strike approach saves him here. Struck out his first at-bat.
Fouls that one off. Count will hold up 1-2.
Kelly's got the advantage with a southpaw on the mound. Rarely do you see a breaking ball low and in.
Pitch called a ball.
I should say rarely do you see one executed well, as low and inside tends to be a power spot for most hitters.
Gonna ask if he went. Umpire says no, so Logan Kelly has worked this count full. And that ball's hit into the glove of the shortstop, Easton Albert. For out number 2, here's Mike Dobkowski.
The right fielder from Enterprise State Junior College, number 18, Mike Bobkowski.
Here's Dobkowski. Had kind of that weird play in the first. First pitch fouled back.
Kowski did something funny in that first play that that I went back to check. He was running down the first base line and was on the right side of the line and jumped to the left to try to block the throw.
Big swing and a miss, 0-2.
Shows you just how big of a team player he is, willing to put his body on the line to deflect the throw. Unfortunately, he wasn't successful.
0-2 pitch. Hit into the glove of the third baseman. A wild throw, though. Dobkowski will be safe and will make his way to second. It's going to be an E6, E5 all around. Yes.
The hot corner living up to its name there. But it wasn't the gather that was the problem. It was the throw where the error occurred. So Dobkowski is going to be in scoring position immediately. Maybe Matt Murphy can have another clutch 2-out knock.
Yeah, Matt Murphy with that RBI single in the first. Called strike on Murphy. Even getting one run on the board here would be very nice.
Exactly.
You're the Rebels. And that one's hit into right. And a catch made out there by Connor Guy. For out number 3. No runs, no hits, one error, nobody left, one runner left on base.
No runs, no hits.
Avignano here to start things off for Winchester against Porter. Back out to work for the Rebels. First pitch. Inside, called, strike 1. Porter finally has a chance at a clean inning. Empty bases. 0-1 pitch. Lifted foul. Off the light pole and back into play. Love to see some action even out of a foul ball. Oh, unfortunately, it didn't catch on the broadcast. So I'm alone in my enjoyment there. I'm sorry. 0-2 pitch. That one's lifted deep to left center. Kelly's chasing it. He'll track it down for out number 1. That pitch giving a good ride, especially for an 0-2 count, but nevertheless, out number 1 for the Rebels.
Catcher number 7, Joey Agar.
Joey Agar now here for the Royals. First pitch to him. Outside just misses. Ball 1. As a pitcher can be really comfortable after an inning of just getting out of jams. That pitch misses high. Ball 2. Porter spent all of last inning getting out of pitching jams. Bases were often loaded. But now, got a chance for a clean reset, fresh start. He's already got 1 out under him. Curious to see if Coach Shepard relies on Porter to get more outs and more innings under his belt, even after if he has a clean inning here. 2-0 pitch. This is high, ball 3. Big 2 strikes to the first batter of the inning, now down 3-0. And he'll come back with a strike there. 3-1 count to Winchester's catcher. Delivery from Porter. Swing and a miss. Count is now full. Porter going right after him. Grabbing some more dirt on the mound. He's going to work quickly. 3-2 pitch. Misses high, ball 4. Good battle for Porter to work back and make it a full count, but just lost him there at the end.
Shortstop number 3, Easton Albert.
Albert now up as Colin will look for a double play, hopefully. Breaking ball in there, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2. Porter now with another batter down in an 0-2 count. See what Albert does in terms of 2 strikes approach. The pitch gets some swinging and missing. Porter records the second out of the inning with a strikeout. And it'll be Emmendorfer now for Winchester.
Third baseman number 28, John.
Emmendorfer, stats pretty good so far this summer. He's going to pop that one to shallow right field. Kowski's camped under it. He'll make the catch for out number 3. Porter with a quick inning, relatively speaking, in the top of the 4th. And the Rebels coming back right at you in the bottom half of the inning.
Coming to the top of the 4th inning, no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. Leading off the Rebels, left fielder from Penn State, 25. Lane Wattemeyer.
Waltmeyer leading things off for the Rebels. First pitch misses inside, ball one.
Altemeyer had to move out of the way a little bit on that one.
Salvo back out for his fourth inning of work for Winchester. That one chopped right back to him. And he'll run it over halfway, then make the toss and record out number one for the Royals. So Waltmeyer 2 outs now. Or sorry, two infield ground outs so far tonight.
Designated hitter from Enterprise State Junior College, number 13, John Domkowski.
Here's DH John Dubkowski. First pitch to him, he lines it. It's going to be fouled down the third base line. Struck pretty well, just a bit early.
Needs to time that up right and be a nice piece of hitting there.
Swing and a miss there. Timing even more off there. Looks like Salvo slowed him down even more on the mound. John Dubkowski way ahead of that one. 0-2 pitch. He watches it low, ball one. Working quickly now. 1-2 pitch. Misses high, ball two. 2-2 count to Dubkowski. Hopefully the Rebels line up. Gives at least the Rebels pitching staff a little more time to rest in between innings. That one's lined through the hole on the left side. Dubkowski is going to record the first Rebels base hit since the first inning. And Peterson is now coming up.
From Abilene Christian University, shortstop number 7, Loren Peterson.
Peterson looking to avoid the fate of his first at-bat, where he hit into a double play.
Would not be the most ideal.
That 1-0 pitch misses high. Two 2-0 pitch to Peterson. Lines it foul to the right side. Jack Johnson waiting on deck. Two 2-1 pitch. In there, strike two. Salvo came inside on that pitch. I think it caught Peterson by surprise. Salvo misses outside again. Fills the count up full. Wouldn't be surprised to see Dubkowski on the move, even with a 9-run deficit. Peterson swings and a miss on that outside pitch. 2 down now for Winchester here in the fourth.
From Oklahoma City University, third baseman number 8, Jack Johnson.
You can tell Brennan Peterson was upset with himself on that one. He knows he swung at ball 4. First pitch to Johnson. He'll foul that off on the right side. Johnson looking to extend this inning. Like we've been mentioning, strategy down 9 is pretty grim, rather speaking, but just trying to get to the next hitter. Curveball catches the outside corner. Johnson now in the hole, 0-2.
Salvo has been pretty effective so far tonight. Only 2 hits allowed.
That one chop foul to the left. 2 hits allowed, only 2 walks that he's been able to scatter. Even a couple errors by his defense, but it hasn't affected him. He'll miss.
That one must have slipped. Haven't seen Salvo throw a pitch that off yet tonight.
Yeah, he's been missing on the outside a couple times this inning, but haven't seen a big miss from him tonight.
Nice count to doing on a 1-2 count.
Misses again on the 1-2 count. Johnson works it even. See if he gets something to hit here. He'll lift that one out to right center. Got a little too much air under it, but it's still going to fall for a base hit. Right in front of Connor Guy in right field. Jack Johnson placed it perfectly. And he's on base for the second time today.
Rebels are cooking.
It's a slow burn.
It is. 2 hits, I'll take it.
Around the catcher from Arizona Western College. Number 2, Elian. Almost.
Elian almost now up for the Rebels. 2 men on, 2 outs. First pitch misses outside, ball 1. Almost struck out to end the second inning last time at bat. Strike 1, looking. I'm sure Salvo would love to end this inning with another strikeout. He's already got 3 so far today.
I'm going to say quite a few strikeouts for Salvo so far.
A lot of swings and misses. As he gets one there to make it 1-2. Almost going to have to protect now. 1-2 pitch. Chops that one right side to first. He'll take it himself. And the Rebels don't go down in order. They leave 2 men on base, but still no runs come across. Heading now to the top of the 5th.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors.
First pitch called a strike here in the top of the 5th. Porter back out to give some more work for the Rebels. After a rather successful, efficient inning in the 4th. 0-1 pitch in there for a strike 2. Porter starting off this inning just like he did his last. 2 quick strikes. Always a good sign. 0-2 pitch. Misses high, ball 1. Bodie pulling up for Winchester.
Pullen reached on an error and scored a run in this game so far.
1-2 pitch. Lines that one to second base right in the newcomer's glove for out number 1. Line drive, but kind of a 2-strike swing by Pullen. Looked pretty defensive, so it wasn't hit all too hard, the newcomer. First pitch, misses inside, ball 1.
Now back left fielder number 4, Jamie.
The 0 for 2 so far today. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Really hard swing there, trying to do some damage. Even though he's 0 for 2 today, he's got a, or no, sorry, he's only 0 for 1 because he's got a walk and a sac fly. That 1-1 pitch just misses, ball 2. Two-one pitch to Padilla. Foul back. Count is now even, 2-2.
Padilla with the deep sacrifice fly in the 3rd inning.
Porter deals on the 2-2 pitch. That one is driven to center field. Going to be another base hit. Jamie feeling left out. Had to get himself in the hit column for Winchester. Now I'll bring up somebody who is already in the hit column, Connor Guy.
Guy 1 for 2, a single, 2 runs scored, and a walk.
That one's lifted. Left side. Johnson chasing after it. It's going to land fair in between the third baseman, shortstop, and Waltzmeyer, the left fielder. Porter, the pitcher, will go over to cover third base.
Not really sure what was happening over there. It would say no man's land, but it looked like 3 people kind of slowing down, looking at each other.
Second baseman number 33, Todd.
It was either perfectly placed in between the 3 of them, or there was miscommunication. Kind of a blind spot for us over there at left field. Porter just misses inside, ball 1. Porter now looking for a ground ball, hopefully a double play. He's pitching with runners on base, something he's very familiar with just this game. 1-0 pitch misses low, ball 2.
1 out. Jamie Padilla on second, Connor Guy on first.
Two-0 pitch from Porter. That one's lifted. Shortstop Peterson is camped under it. And he is going to make the catch and then drop it. They're going to say the drop was on the transfer. That is the right call. As Winchester, with runners on first and second, they were stealing and they were rushing back to their bags as the ball was in the air.
Hitter number 27, Parker Ray.
Peterson tried to make the quick transfer from ball, getting the ball from his glove to his hand, but that's where it came out.
Parker Frey stepping up to the plate.
First pitch to him, swing and a miss, strike 1.
Apologize for the poor camera work. That's my doing. Haven't gotten in charge of the camera before, so this is exciting. And I'm also bad at it. I get too distracted.
Swing and a miss from Frey there. down in an 0-2 hole.
Oh, a nice sunset for 5 minutes. Wasn't the longest lasting one ever.
0-2 pitch from Porter. Curveball just misses on the outside. Catcher almost thought it was there. You could tell from his body language. These strikes will do it again. The pitch, Frey reaches out and pokes that one to left. Peterson camped under this one as well, and that will be out number 3. So another successful 0 put up by Porter. He's going to give the Rebels another chance to chip away at this deficit here in the bottom of the 5th next.
That brings us up for our TNT Services Dash for Cash. The Rebels from Shippensburg University. Second baseman number 11, Newcomer.
Caleb Newcomer once again leading us off here in the 5th inning.
Yeah, 3rd time he's led off an inning.
Takes that one low, ball 1. Salvo out back for his 5th inning of work. Newcomer fouls that one straight back. Strike 1. For Vincent Salvo, Winchester's starting pitcher, the southpaw, already had great stats so far this summer, but another great start here is going to make him even better. One pitch to Newcomer. This is high, ball 2.
Trying to find Salvo's pitch count. That's 69 pitches.
2-1 pitch to Newcomer. Another pitch missed high. 3-1. Advantage Newcomer here, trying to get something good to hit. And he will, and drives it deep out to right center. That one's going to one-hop the wall. He's rounding second base, heading for 3rd. The ball thrown, not in time. He's safe. An electric triple from Caleb Newcomer. The ball was already being thrown into the infield as he was rounding second base.
I was just in awe, just watching him sprint around the bases.
He was flying. And now the Winchester coach is out. Not sure what he's asking the umpire here. Obviously, he feels threatened by the Rebels coming back in this one. We know how the Rebel bats can get hot.
Just a little conversation. No harm, no foul.
and he won't discuss with his other umpires and will play on. So Logan Kelly up to bat here for the Rebels.
Center fielder from Colorado State University. 15, Logan.
Kind of the core member of that hot Rebels lineup I was referencing. First pitch misses outside, ball one. 2 games ago, Kelly had that go-ahead clutch home run in the top of the 9th inning. He'll take a big pass there, but miss. Strike one.
Mike Dobkowski on deck.
2-1 pitch. Kelly fouls that one back. And if you weren't with us last night, we have a new cool replay feature. You can show Logan Kelly's home run. There it is.
That's fair. That's fair.
This highlight of the season so far. We're on the road in Front Royal. It was only a question of whether it was going to be fair or foul. And Kelly will swing and a miss and go down there for a strikeout. Out number 1 for the Rebels.
Right fielder from Enterprise State Junior College. Number 18, Mike Domkowski.
Domkowski up now, 1 out. Newcomer still at third. First pitch misses, ball 1. That pitch misses as well. 2-0 now to Mike Domkowski. Rounded to third, Newcomer retreats back. And Winchester's third baseman will throw out Domkowski at first base. Emmendorfer making the play there.
Nice throw. Accurate throw by Emmendorfer. Dobkowski actually reached on an error by Emmendorfer in the 3rd inning. So, little change of events there. Emmendorfer learned what he did wrong and fixed it up.
Fool me once, fool me twice kind of situation. First pitch to Murphy, he lines it fair. Umpire's going to rule it foul? It was really close regardless. Murphy ambushing once again. First pitch, he drove it down the third baseline. It was on the ground, seemed to have hopped right over the bag, but the third base umpire ruled it foul. So Murphy will retreat back to the batter's box and try to do it again. 0-1 count. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Murphy's been clutch so far. We'll see if he can be clutch twice in one at bat. 0-2 pitch. Watches it low, ball 1. One-two pitch from Salvo. Gets Murphy swinging and missing, out number 3. So even with the leadoff triple, the Rebels leave a base runner out stranded and still are down 9 runs as Winchester leads 10-1 heading into the 6th.
Baseman number 22, Nick Avignano.
Brennan Baker pitching now for the Rebels. First pitch misses high, ball 1. Little inside 2. 1-0 pitch now from Baker. This is low, ball 2. Going up against Avignano for Winchester. Baker, a lot of velocity coming out of the fastball. Trouble locating it so far, however. 2-0 pitch. Foul to the right side by Nick. 2-1 now. Two-one pitch. Swing and a miss.
Nice pitch there from Brennan Baker.
Avignano trying to meet that hard fastball with a hard swing. 2-2 now. Another hard fastball, and that one will get him swinging and missing for strike 3. Out number 1.
We got the catcher number 7, Joey Aguilar.
Baker only 1.1 innings so far this summer. So hopefully a good showing today will earn him some more time on the mound. First pitch misses low and outside, ball 1. Going up against Joey Agar. Winchester's catcher. 1-0 pitch, low. 2-0 now. Two-0 pitch from Baker. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
That pitch really getting Winchester so far tonight. So far this inning.
That fastball misses. 3-1 now.
I also feel like Baker throws very quick. There's not a lot of time in between his pitches. I feel like I blink and I miss like 3.
That one misses up, ball 4.
I'm gonna time it.
He is very quick, working very efficiently in between pitches and even in between batters. He's already on the mound. Already on the rubber waiting.
I'm gonna go from the first pitch movement.
Runner on first base. First pitch to Albert. This is low, ball 1. Baker trying to find the zone here. 1-0 pitch. Another miss, ball 2. Baker seems to be one of those pitchers with a hard fastball, good stuff in his repertoire. But when you've got too good of stuff, sometimes it can be harder to control. So looking for better control here and in 2-0 count. Another miss, ball 3. Good scoop by Almost.
I feel like this was a bad at-bat to choose to time all this.
Baker is trying to slow himself down a little bit,
Yeah.
but it won't help. 4th straight pitch, 4th straight ball to Easton Albert. And after Baker got the first batter of the inning, swinging and missing for a pretty emphatic strikeout. 2 quick walks makes this inning very troublesome for the Rebels pitching staff. As we talked a lot about last night, the mercy rule is a 10-run lead after 7 innings. Winchester up 9 runs now, 6th inning, so something to keep an eye on for sure. That curveball misses, ball 1. Dorfer 1 for 3 so far today. 1-0 pitch. High and in, misses. Ball 2.
Baker just having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone.
And pitching coach out here for a mound visit. So 2 straight walks and 2 straight balls here to Emmendorfer. I'm not sure exactly how many it is, but mentioned a little fun nugget in a previous broadcast that in college baseball, when a pitcher is throwing a lot of consecutive balls, a very into it crowd would maybe incorporate the ball chant. I've got my buddy Max right next to me. Max, do you remember the ball chant? They start chanting ball 8 or ball 7, so to speak, whatever number is up next. It's at least 6 or at least 7 actually. Here for Baker. 10 balls, really.
Well, that's what I have, but I don't know.
I forgot if Agar walked on 4 straight pitches.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I might be lying. I might be lying to everybody.
That 2-0 pitch is called a strike. Winchester dugout didn't like it. Seemed to be definitely a gift for the Rebels.
Really interesting to hear so much fuss.
That one lined right up the middle, stopped by the pitcher. Baker fires to third and gets the lead out. That's
Fielder's
all
choice.
they'll get. Fielder's choice there. Great job from Baker to glove that hard ground ball up the middle.
Very responsive on the mound, having that hit
Center fielder number
right
2,
back to him.
Bodie Pullen.
And with arms wide open, we'll welcome Bodie Pullen up to the plate.
Oh,
Like that.
I did. I did.
First pitch swinging. Fouls it off to the right side.
Good little Creed joke moment.
I think going forward, I might try to reference a song or something. Maybe slip in some lyrics without even bringing light to it.
Me too.
That one fouled straight back once again. 0-2. So to all our viewers, if you're planning on tuning into a future broadcast, maybe keep those ears open for some lyrics. I don't know. Maybe some fun Easter eggs. Keep us on our toes.
Thinking of all the songs we could possibly do. Options are endless.
Runners on the move, almost throw to third,
Oh.
not in time.
Nice throw down by almost, though.
Nice throw down indeed, but Winchester pulls off the double steal with 2 outs. 1-2 count now. Baker trying to pitch out of the traffic and come away with a 0. He'll miss low, and the count is now even, 2-2.
I feel like every time I look at my score sheet tonight, Bodie Pullen's up to bat. It's 4th time tonight, stepping up to the plate.
2-2 pitch. Inside, misses, ball 3. Full count, 2 outs. If the Winchester runners were still on first and second, they would be taking off on this pitch, but they already took off. So runners in scoring position. Winchester threatening. Baker the pitch. That one's fouled. Bodie staying alive. Three-two pitch from Baker. Grounded hard to second base. Newcomer, it's going to hit off his glove and hit in the shallow right. Second run is going to come around the score. Baker got the ground ball he was looking for. Newcomer couldn't come up with it cleanly.
E4.
2 unearned runs are going to come around the score and
Left fielder number 4, Jamie Padilla.
turn this into a 12-1 ball game. That one misses, and runner's going to take off and get in scoring
Oh.
position once again.
I feel like a lot of this game is just, at this point, me reacting to things. But I was like, wow, honestly, really fast out there as Bodhi pull in. I feel like we've been seeing, in general, a lot of really fast guys in the number 9 spot. I feel like
Winchester,
that's kind of a shift that I'm seeing over time.
that one's lined the right center field. It's going to get down. Ellie, Rebel center fielder, chasing after it. He's going to hold Padilla to a stand-up double as another runner comes around to score. It is now 13-1, Winchester's favor.
All right, go to number 8, Connor. Guy.
And we mentioned the benefits last night of getting mercy ruled. Sometimes saves the pitching staff. Unfortunately, not many benefits of getting mercy ruled in back-to-back nights.
Saves your pitching staff.
Very true. One 0 pitch. This is low. Ball 2. Baker 2 walks this inning. But when he's needed to, he's been very efficient in the zone, causing a lot of swings and misses, with the exception of that last double by Padilla. 2-0 pitch, misses inside, ball 3. Good work by Omos behind the plate.
Connor Guy at the plate.
Sorry, I haven't even introduced the Winchester hitters sometimes.
Okay. Sometimes it, depending on the game, depending on the night, sometimes you just get a little mixed up.
That one misses inside once again. It's going to be ball 4 to Connor Guy.
It's easy to get distracted when there's so much going on. You know, there's so many walks, hits, etc. Especially down in a game
Second
this
baseman,
much. I don't blame you at all.
Exactly. I think it's less of there being too much going on and just more of a ton of Winchester hitters coming to the plate.
Yeah, yeah.
Abraham now up for the 5th time tonight. He is 3 for 4.
Scorebook is messy.
Abraham takes that first pitch. Down the middle, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch from Baker. This is inside, ball 1. Winchester, another double steal. Strategic-wise, not really any pros to double stealing there, besides racking up the stats, I believe. That one fouled off to the right side, strike 2. Baker comes set. 1-2 pitch to Abraham. Another foul ball. And that pitch is in there, strike 3. Good breaking ball by Baker to get Abraham down looking. So Winchester scores 3 runs in the top of the 6th inning. Rebels now down 13-1 as they come up to the plate in the bottom of the 6th.
Looking.
Waltemeyer.
New pitcher in for the Royals will be Michael Burnley, former Rebel last season. So pitching like it was former home turf. Welcome back.
Waltemeyer fouls that first pitch back. Burnley so far this summer, not off to the best start. 4.2 innings pitched. ERA quite inflated due to the small sample size. He's got quite the comfortable lead here, so good time to reset, get his stuff right as that curveball drops in for strike 2. Had Waltemeyer fanning at it. Waltemeyer now down in an 0-2 count. Pitch from Burnley. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Designated hitter from Enterprise State Junior College. Number 13, John.
I'll bring up Rebels' hottest hitter, John Dubkowski. Singled last time up. First pitch. Just missed him for ball 1.
Honestly, still a sizable crowd here.
1-0 pitch in there for strike 1. And I think a lot of credit goes out to the ice cream here at Rebel Park tonight. Amazing
Yeah.
stuff.
Shout out Sugar Creek.
1-1 pitch. Just missed outside, ball 2. Two-one pitch. Dubkowski checks his swing. They say he did not go.
If Dobkowski would have gotten that call against him 2 nights in a row.
Dubkowski now in a favorable 3-1 count. He indeed punched out last night on a not so favorable call.
Don't think we'd ever see him swing again.
3-1 pitch inside for strike 2.
He was not happy after that call last night.
It was quite the blowout last night as well, so it didn't make too much of a difference, but Dubkowski felt cheated for sure.
Yeah, statistically for him.
3-2 pitch. He drives that one deep to left center. It's not going to have enough, though. And in the outfielder's mitt for out number 2.
Yeah, hard part of the ballpark. Like, 380.
Christian University. Shortstop number 7.
That's gonna be my lucky guess. 383 out there is the deepest part of the ballpark.
It was a breaking ball in the zone that Dubkowski was under. Now here's Peterson. Takes that one inside, ball 1.
So just a crazy, well, actually, never mind. I'm gonna say a crazy note. I don't know how to describe that, but see where they all end and where everybody starts.
Oh. Almost. We almost have a consecutive leadoff hitter every inning. Peterson fouls that one straight back.
There we go. Mikey did a good job explaining it. I just point to my scorebook and call it a day.
We mentioned it last inning, in the 5th inning when Newcomer led off. That was Newcomer's 3rd time leading off. 1-1 count now to Peterson. Now back off to the right once again. 1-2 count now. Peterson in now, a little choked up, 2-strike approach, the pitch, and he'll watch that one for strike 3. Burnley K's his second of the inning, puts up another 0 for Winchester, and we are heading into the top of the 7th. Winchester still up 13-1.
Sorry, the bottom of the 6th inning. No hits, no errors. Put it up on that.
Oh my God, I thought it was Matt Murphy. I thought Murphy was running out there to pitch.
We're still on air.
Oh. Andrew Lynch now in for the Rebels to take care of business here in the 7th inning.
Taking care of business.
Quick turnaround for Lynch as he pitched yesterday. First pitch here misses low, ball 1.
Parker Frey and Nick Avignano and Joey Agar, who will bat in the top of the 7th.
1-0 pitch to Frey. Misses high, ball 2. Lynch with a unique over-the-top release. 2-0 pitch. In there, strike 2. Low fastball like that over-the-top release can be very deceiving. Make that fastball look a lot higher than it is. 2-1 pitch misses outside, ball 3. Three one pitch. In there, strike 2. Right on the low and outside corner, full count now to Frey. Rounds that one right side. Murphy fields it, flips to Lynch in time for out number 1. Avignano now up for Winchester.
First baseman number 22, Nick Avignano.
Lynch comes set. First pitch. Inside, strike one. And we've mentioned the mercy rule. It is, as of right now, in play despite a comeback, possibly in the bottom of the 7th inning for the Rebels. 0-1 pitch from Lynch.
That one hits him.
Just clipped him on the shoulder. Avignano not too happy about that. As I'm
He wanted
assuming
his chance to hit.
Absolutely. Instead, he'll get a free base and raise that on-base percentage. He was actually 0 for 4 today, so first time on base for him.
At any other night, I'll take this.
Catcher number 7, Joey.
Let me tee off, though.
Great hitter with great summer stats. Probably feeling a little left out with all the hits today and him going 0 for 4.
Runner goes. Oh, so fast.
And he's going to take second base as Winchester continues to run all over this Rebels defense. Rebels defense, of course, not really interested in throwing out base runners at this point in the game. We'll see if Avignano takes off and steals third base for fun.
Work on the batter at the plate.
Swing and a miss.
Andrew Lynch is working on that batter at the plate.
It is a 1-1 count. I told our scorekeeper up here, our scoreboard keeper up here, that that first pitch was a strike. I thought it was right down the middle. But it is 1-1.
Keeping us on our toes. Umpire said, "You're bored?" Here we go. We'll give you something to pay attention to.
2-1 pitch from Lynch. Foul back, strike two. Count even now. And another foul ball, so we'll stay even. Pitch by Lynch, misses outside. Count now full. Full count. Lynch really trying to avoid putting in another runner on base. Has to come right after him here. The pitch, that one's lifted. Shallow center field. Kelly coming in. He's camped under it. Makes the catch for out number 2. Easton Albert now comes up to the plate for Winchester.
Shortstop, number 3, Easton Albert.
Easton is a great first name for any baseball player, as I'm sure every young baseball fan remembers buying all the Easton equipment at Dick's. First pitch misses inside, ball 1. Albert's got a lot of equipment on him right now. Fancy gloves, nice shin guard, nice elbow guard. 1-0 pitch. He'll pop that one up. Shallow right center field. Dubkowski camped under it. He'll make the catch for out number 3. So Lynch with a successful 0 on the scoreboard for the Rebels pitching staff, and we are headed into the bottom half of the 7th inning. Rebels looking for some late magic to keep away from another mercy rule loss.
Stretch yourself out and sing along.
Jack Johnson leading things off for the Rebels here in the bottom of the 7th inning, going up against Burnley. First pitch. Misses high, ball 1. Rebels looking for 3 runs to cut this 12-run deficit into 9 runs. Line drive, fouled back. Strike 1. And I think my saying of when a batter fouls a ball straight back, he's just missed it timing-wise. I think I'm going to throw that out the window just for the time being. 1-1 pitch.
Bye.
Misses low, ball 2. Well, we have just seen a ton of foul balls so far this summer. And they're fouling them off every which way, but especially right back into the netting.
There's just too much of a common theme for
Yeah.
everybody to be dismissing.
Johnson, another foul ball straight back. See? Just constant foul balls. Right. The saying is directed mostly towards just foul balls that are fouled right straight back, directly straight back into the screen. 2-2 pitch to Johnson. That one catches the corner, strike 3. Some surprise faces across the ballpark.
From Arizona Western College. Pitcher for the 2, Elliott. Almost.
But when one team is playing really good baseball, pitching a lot of strikes and putting up zeros on the mound, you're going to get some more favorable calls from the umpires.
Nice breaking ball there from Burnley.
Really nice pitch to get strike 1.
I liked it.
Hard to pull the trigger on that if you're almost. 0-1 pitch. And he'll foul that one off. Looked like the same pitch. And talk about having trouble pulling the trigger. If you were wondering what that looks like, that swing, that's what it looks like. A little bit of a check swing from Omos. And he is now going to have to battle here in an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss on an outside fastball.
Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow's game is also
Burnley strikes out his 4th batter
not 1 as scheduled.
in just under 2 innings, and now Rebels are down to their last chance. Caleb Newcomer.
That'll bring up second baseman from Shippensburg University, number 11.
Newcomer with that triple in the 5th inning. Kind of a spark to ignite the Rebels.
I think this showing from Burnley might earn him some more innings on the mound for Winchester. First pitch has Newcomer swinging and missing.
I'd say so.
He's got 4 strikeouts and just seeing 5 batters. Fastball looks good. Had
Michael
those,
just must feel so comfortable on the mound here at Newmarket.
feels like home,
Yeah, it does.
or at least at one time a home.
And could still be a home.
If you're referring to the friendly home atmosphere we tend to create every day, I agree.
We are. Yeah.
1-1 pitch to Newcomer. Popped up. If it's going to stay in play, it's probably going to be an out for Winchester. And it is. Bobbled over right in front of the dugout by the first baseman, but he comes up with it cleanly for out number 3.
I kind of like that.
Very fun ending to a grim result as the Rebels are fall victim to another mercy rule loss. They lose 13-1. The Rebels are on the road tomorrow. So we will see you next time we are back home at Rebel Park. As for now, though, have a
Good night from Rebel Park.